Well, the have-nots always want more. That's why there's padlocks on the front door. That's why the window blinds don't ever shine lighting. The bad side of life seems so inviting. So I'm unsure if I'm unsure. I'm just a big shot who's coming up short. I'm just a little boy trapped in a grown man's body. Only time I ever want is when I know I ain't got it. So give me that piece. Give me that piece. Give me that, give me that, give me that piece. Give me that piece. Give me that piece. Give me that piece. You know it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a little something more. 5, 6, 7, 8. All that other shit can wait. 9, 10, 11, 12. Why'd I do this to myself? I need some beats right now. I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a little something more. 5, 6, 7, 8. All that other shit can wait. 9, 10, 11, 12. Why'd I do this to myself? I need some beats right now. I'm trying to make mine. The time is on my side, and that's a great sign. Going with the flow, I never swam a straight line. My ocean at the moment's only feeling waist high. So maybe I can stay afloat and take a stage dive in the deep part of it. I don't have to say why, y'all don't even bother me. Hit you with the face palm. If you keep hollering, I'll pop you, then it's over. Make you Leviosa on some Harry Potter shit. Yeah, I will not admit, yeah, I'm dishonest with, yeah, my own consciousness. I kinda miss the obvious, yeah. Plus I got a bitch, yeah, but I know life's a bitch. I guess that makes me polyamorous. That's probably cause I have nots, always want more. That's why there's padlocks on the front door. That's why the window blinds don't ever shine lighting. The bad side of life seems so inviting. So I'm unsure if I'm unsure. I'm just a big shot who's coming up short. I'm just a little boy trapped in a grown man's body. Only time I ever want is when I know I ain't got it. So give me that piece. Give me that piece. Give me that, give me that, give me that piece. Give me that piece. Give me that piece. Give me that piece. You know it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a little something more. 5, 6, 7, 8. All that other shit can wait. 9, 10, 11, 12. Why'd I do this to myself? I need some beats right now. I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a little something more. 5, 6, 7, 8. All that other shit can wait. 9, 10, 11, 12. Why'd I do this to myself? I need some beats right now. Give me that. Give me that. I need some beats right now. Yeah. Give me that. Give me that. I need some beats right now.
What is going on? What's going on? Welcome back, everybody, to another live stream. My name is Zach. If you're new here, this is Real Deal Futures. I am just throwing a link in the chat because I'm running a giveaway. Giving away multiple TopstepX combines, 50K TopstepX combines for charity. And I'm realizing I can't type and speak at the same time. What's up? What's up, my man? Just jumped off off a call with one of you gentlemen. What's going on, Juan? Good to see you guys. I'm going to give you guys details on this in just a minute. Boom. Let's get the link posted in there. The free Discord, if you're not in the free Discord with all the details on. There we go. Can I pin this? Come on, YouTube Live. Don't mess with me here. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Let's run it, guys. Let me know if I sound crazy. Looks like volume's good. Screen looks good. We're going to get back to it. Bookmap up on the side. I made that one be quiet for a second. I got these new alert features that are yelling at me. Cool. So let's start out with this, guys. Let's start out with my morning, and then we'll run through the giveaway and all the fun stuff. But stay tuned. 2 break-even trades. A whopping $22? Let's be accurate. What was the number? $21.81 today on ES in a 50K combine. Don't spend it all in one place. Here's how I read this. We were choppy overnight. Let's jump out to a single chart. Choppy for the last, if you've been watching the U.S. indices, you're trading ES, you're trading NQ, you understand what we're dealing with. Choppy market conditions, right? We're starting to break lows, and we have these V-shaped recoveries right back up. We're just not extending, not really giving us the moves that we like to see for really, really nice, clean market structure and price action. Maybe this is clean enough for you, and it works really well, and you catch these intraday reversals, that is great. More power to you. For me, I pretty much tread water, small losses, break even. Maybe I catch something within the range, but this is what we looked like for the last couple of days. Here we are coming into the open. Overnight, we did drift up higher. Put this high in about 4:30 a.m. Eastern. Pull back towards VWAP at the open here. We'll drop to a 1-minute chart so we can see this a little bit clearer. Actually, let's get back to my 100-tick side by side. We'll get back on that. At the open, opened up bearish, right? We had 10 a.m. news right here. This is 10 a.m. Eastern. So I was not looking to jump right into a trade before red folder news. We put our 15-minute opening range low in right here. This ended up being 15-minute opening range high and initial balance high. Below VWAP, below NYSE session anchored VWAP, along with some other levels that I use on my chart. Overnight high and low, prior day high and low. We cracked down towards that on the 10 a.m. news, broke below it. Told myself, the gentleman I was working with, is going to give myself about 10 minutes after news before I look to get involved. Right about here, we pulled back up and looked like we were going to continue lower, right? I'm going to trade with the direction. Initially, coming into this market, I'm looking bullish, right? I think we're going to crack and head towards, that 5,800 number, kind of like where we're headed right now. But if the market's going to open up bearish, absorb that news to the downside, not looking like we're just going to wick down and then continue back up, I'm going to take it short. That's fine. Here was trade number one. Took it short. Was watching levels on Bookmap. You got my little notes over here. Was watching levels on Bookmap, looking like we were getting ready to continue to the downside. I figured I would throw a stop up here. Real target area was going to be prior day low, maybe down breaking below prior day low. I felt like, again, if this thing was going to continue this trend to the downside, we had room to head lower. So got in short. Strong momentum to the downside, headed down towards these lows, failed to get below. I think my actual close was over here. Once we started to chop back down around here, break even, stop for break even. Was I going to close right out at this low? No. Am I going to take some small, tiny profit as soon as it moves in my direction? No. I'm looking for the move here. I'm looking to capture something. We had Bookmap levels down below here that started to come off. I noted that. Bookmap is my favorite order flow tool that I'm partnered with. I will show you that later today. A couple new cool tools that I'm using on there. Really, really helpful just to keep your ass awake while you're trading, not miss out on big volume being traded. That was break even. You could see how it would have played if I did hold on to it. Would have been a full stop out. Same with this one. Chopped around here, right? Started to head back down towards lows. No problem, man. I'm going to take it short. If I have to get caught shorting the low, I will. Breaking down towards these lows, we cracked down below it. I stayed short through this pullback here. We failed to get below, stop loss to break even. I ducked out of this one, 1875. I think I hit a join bid on the way back up here, and it took me out. Saved myself 2 full stop outs on this one. When we start to turn, am I looking long on this right here? No. Wouldn't be looking long right here or here or here or here or here. Right about as we get up here, let me just quiet this down real quick. As we start to crack session VWAP and NYSE session VWAP and standard VWAP, I think, okay, you know what? If we can get some kind of pullback, some kind of clean structure, something that's going to let me, give me a clean invalidation point. Like maybe we pulled up here, pull back down, down around these highs, at least this one right over here, and then continue. I'm looking long because, I think this can just turn into chop. Do I think we're likely to just blast back down to the lows? No, we failed to go lower here, here, here. About the time that I'm starting to look long, most of the move is gone. We just drift higher on this really, really tight trend to the upside. Back above initial balance high, 15-minute opening range high right now. And we look like we're trying to take this thing higher. Buyers are trying their best to take this thing higher. But overall, in my humble opinion, getting rid of these now. I'll hide them because sometimes people jump on here late and they ask me about my morning session. And I'd like to be able to choppy, man. right? Choppy. We're within this range. Until we crack above this high here, this was looking good. As we started to get below these lows, this level that I have marked as overnight low, this looked good for shorts. But even then, we're still, above this area that's been tested multiple times and this area back over here. So rangy, this is kind of range rules for me. So do I want to just be jumping in long and short all over the place in between this? No. I find this is the danger zone. I take more losses than I take wins. I get chopped up. Maybe I catch stuff. But for the most part, I need some structure for the day to start to develop. And then if we get the V-shaped recovery like this, it becomes difficult. It becomes very difficult to trade. By the time I'm ready to look long, it's up here. This type of structure with really no pullback down, nothing clean to structure risk, give me some invalidation point on this. Hard to trade. You could jump right in, stop loss below 5-minute bars, something like that. Maybe you can make that work. Let me zoom back out, set my charts back up. If you guys don't know, in TopstepX, the VWAP does something a little bit weird where if you scroll between charts or switch between time frames, it gets all jacked up on you. Let's get the 5-minute loaded up. Cool. Nice. So at this point, before I talk about this giveaway and some partnerships and stuff I got going on, at this point I'm looking long. I'd like to jump into a trade on here. We got a 50K combine loaded up. This is one that's in profit. I got 2 that are fresh and some other stuff that's going to rebill. Fresh from rebills. I got to work through them, and I really don't want to reset or let any of these rebill. I'd like to jump onto the 150Ks in the future. So I got to get some trading on, but cracked this with some force, pulled back down, put these lows in. We are struggling to move lower, but we are really, again, moving into some consolidation here, right? We're not continuing this nice clean trend to the upside that we had right here. That started to break down. We started to come over here, moving right, rather than just this really tight, steep trend to the upside that we had that formed right here and then started to drift off. Still looking bullish overall, right? Cracking back up above all these levels is not something that's super common, but feels more common in this type of market. So we'll see. I might look to buy into buying pressure if we're going to continue to the upside. We start to come back down. We rotate into this zone. Maybe we look short. Try to get some nice tight scalp style trades on. But we'll see. I don't have another clean level in here anywhere that I really want to pay attention to. 50-minute opening range low, VWAP, NY session VWAP. That can be okay. If we threw a low of day VWAP on here, we're still above that as well. We start coming below these levels. That's where I'm going to say maybe long is not the play. So now that we got that handled, what did I do with the text box? There we go. Let's bring it on in. Is it not on this side either? That's frustrating. I am giving away multiple TopStep 50K accounts for charity. Can I find a way to put this on here so I don't have to say it 3,000 times and I can just focus on trading? Oh, there we go. Great. Don't care so much about that 5-minute chart. I'm going to throw it on the side there. You can look at structure that way together. Giving away multiple TopStep 50K accounts. I'll be announcing the winner next week. How it works. I got 2 charities that I'm going to work with on this one. Hoops for Hayastan and Minding Your Mind. Links are in the description of this video and in the free Discord. For every $1 you donate, you get 1 entry to win one of multiple TopStep 50K accounts. Combines. You can also get a free entry if you repost the video that I posted to Instagram and Twitter and YouTube today. Repost it wherever you like. You get a free entry out of that. Helps you. You get a combine maybe for free, maybe for a couple bucks. Helps the charity. You do something good. Helps TopStep. They get money out of it and helps me. Maybe I get some exposure because you say Zach's giving away combines, hop onto his live stream. You want to pay attention to that guy. I think he's an idiot, but I'll take his donations to charity in place of some cheap combines. You guys got questions? Feel free, throw them in the free Discord. Link is in the free Discord. And I will throw links to both of these charities right in here as well, man. Boom. That's first and second. Boom. What's up, guys? Don't take the 15-minute break trade. Played out nicely. I'll take a look. Matt B, we'll see what you were looking at. What's up? Made 200 on the way down, then lost half trying to short the rally. And greeting, Robert. Greetings. Yeah, man, I feel that. No, I don't take the 15-minute opening range breakout. I don't take the break to one side. I like to play the edge full stat that more often than not, this 15-minute opening range, like today, don't want to do that. Like today is broken to both sides. And if you back test it, you'll find that it often happens pretty quickly. I really like to see some bullish structure to the upside. Maybe we come down. VWAP is below this 15-minute opening range or pretty close to it. We crack one side, gives me an entry to get long, maybe continuing the bullish trend to the upside from pre-market or throughout the session. And I take it in the opposite direction. So I kind of fade that 15-minute opening range breakout. When it comes to initial balance, I like to trade in the direction of that. You can see today that didn't play out too nicely. There's a nice stat from Edgeful, which I'm partnered with. Really, really awesome platform. I can show you guys that in just a moment. Where if one side of the initial balance breaks, it's much less common that it comes all the way back up and breaks the other side, which it did today and has done quite a few times over the past couple weeks. But that's how I play this 15-minute opening range. I don't just take the breakout to the downside. I know a lot of guys play it that way. They trade the 30-minute, the initial balance, the 1 hour, that way. For me, I find it just too aggressive to try to hop into a trend that way. I like to wait to see what happens here. Again, on a day like today, I'm not just buying off of this. We got news. We break below that. I'm not looking to just buy back up towards the top. I'm getting short. That's the play. Market structure, price action, volume tools, momentum, order flow using Bookmap, all that fun stuff. That's what I'm talking about. I got you, man. Got you. I'm beginning to see a pattern with price bouncing off initial balance. Yeah, initial balance is an important one, right? Initial balance is, at least for me, 1 hour opening range from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern. You can see how those levels have come into play today very, very clearly. You can see, at least in the low time frame, how overnight low has come into play. 15-minute opening range is another really clear one, and obviously prior day high and low is a pretty dang clear one. We got a lot overlapping right here. It's hard to see. I got prior day low, 15-minute opening range low, and overnight high. 15-minute opening range high and overnight high lined up right here. But those are the levels that I work with. Objective, you can mark them on your chart the same way that I do for whatever instrument you trade. Prior day high and low, coming off of the daily candle, high and low. Overnight high and low, the area that price trades from session changeover on the prior day all the way up until 9:30 a.m. Eastern. That's how I define it. Other guys call it different things. I used to call it pre-market high and low, pre-session, whatever you want to call it. And then 15-minute opening range and initial balance. 15-minute opening range, exactly what it sounds like. The area that price trades, the high and low between 9:30 and 9:45, and the 1 hour opening range. Is initial balance. Strong edgeful stats for all of those. I'll show you that real quick. I am partnered with Edgeful, full disclosure. But here's the 2 stats that I'm talking about. I look at some other stuff on here. They've got a ton of new data always coming out. This is for ES over the last 6 months of data. You can make this a year if you like. Maybe it makes it a little bit more significant for you. Initial balance breakout across all days, everything for 1 year. It more often than not breaks one side of the initial balance. Only 35% of the time, a little over 35% of the time, does it come back and break both sides throughout the trading session. Maybe you say, hey, Zach, that's not important to me. I want to see by weekday. I want to see how far it extends the range when it does break. What percent or what, dollar amount does it typically extend to the upside or downside when it does break? Maybe you want to pay attention to a whole bunch of other reports that they have on here. Maybe you want to break it down by weekday, find some interesting skews like Friday. It really likes to break one side and not come back on it. Initial balance. Really awesome one that I've been using. Opening range, 15-minute opening range. Opposite to the initial balance, more often than not, it breaks both sides. It's not frequent that it breaks one side to the upside or the downside. These charts are awesome. This information is awesome. Edgeful, you can check it out. I have a link for a 7-day free trial as well. Again, full disclaimer, I'm a partner. Over the last 2 weeks, I partnered with Edgeful and Bookmap. I believe strongly in both of them, and I use both of them. I'm going to overload this chat with links. Here you go. Here's both my affiliate links for these guys. Just awesome stuff. Gives you stats. Maybe you say, hey, that's not helpful. I just like to back test. You have at it, man. I think this is the stuff that traders look for, and they go, wow, man, there's something like that I could just check out one of these, dozens of reports on any different instrument that I like. I can customize them for the session that I'm trading or even a specific time frame, different amounts of data, and just snap my fingers and it gives me the stats. Awesome. Awesome. So those are 2 that I pay attention to. I also like gap fill, the opening candle continuation, which kind of builds off of initial balance in my humble opinion. Also power hour breakout is really, really interesting. Talk a little bit about that maybe later. But still chopping, maybe to the upside. I'm going to turn something on Bookmap that you guys will hear. Actually, I'll show you it. This is Bookmap. Bookmap is my favorite order flow tool. You go back through my lives, you will see me using this. Gives you a whole bunch of level 2 data displayed in a nice heat map, along with a whole bunch of other tools. This is your depth of market. You've got price levels, current orders resting, live liquidity in the market at each individual price level. That information is then displayed in a heat map. You've got live market data right here. This is all historical. Bid and ask price. This is showing you price. Volume bubbles, giving you ideas of volume. Traditional volume down here. Cumulative volume delta. A whole bunch of different volume profiles. A whole bunch of stuff. A really cool feature that's available with Global Plus, which is the badass version of Bookmap, are these 3 that I've turned on. Without going into a ton of detail on this, keeping it stupidly simple the way that I like to do, these are going to give me an audible alert and a mark on the chart when the sweep indicator and the absorption indicator, when a large amount of volume is traded in a very short amount of time. I like to use this, again, in a dumb guy type of way. It can give you a really quick heads up. We got a lot of volume being traded. You probably might want to take a look at the chart right now. If you're yapping away on YouTube Live, like I often am, or talking to a client that I'm working with coaching or anything else, works out pretty nicely. It also does market on the chart. You can see the sweep and absorption. The other one that I turned on there is the large trade alert. You can filter by a specific size. I got 100 on here marked. If I lowered it, we'd hear it a lot more frequently. Again, usually they're alerting right around the same time, but it starts yapping really loudly when that stuff is going on. I really like that. Thought it was really cool. There's a ton more that I'm just starting to work with, starting to pay attention to. but I'm taking it slow. I'm working my way through the different tools, different settings, different indicators that Bookmap has to add on to the core piece, which for me is this depth of market, the heat map, being able to display liquidity, resting orders, above and below price in the market that I want to pay attention to as areas of interest. I want to know about stuff like that. So, there we go. Gave me an alert that we got an order traded as, for what I qualify as a large order, 100. I'm going to go ahead and increase that a little bit. This way I don't hear it 1,000 times. I will increase it to $1.25. Yeah, order flow with Bookmap. It's awesome. I find it it's very intuitive, easy to use. It can look intimidating and confusing. They've got a ton of information on their site. Again, I'm not the order flow expert by any means. I'm a few months into working with it, and I like to have a lot of time on a certain tool really before I say I'm extremely confident with it, especially something that has so much customization and ability to have a chart look completely different than what I just showed you color-wise and tool-wise. You can have footprint displayed with, candles, and your chart looks completely different. It's black and white. It's much more zoomed in or zoomed out. You have all these different indicators on there, kind of like a trading view or a standard chart. You can really customize that thing. So it's awesome. That link, the one that I gave there, is a discount affiliate link. The other one is a free trial. Get Edgeful you can use for 7 days for free. Test out all the reports, check everything out, watch the videos. I think that offer is awesome. And then with Bookmap, it is a discount. But those two that I'm partnering with on the side, again, I think are different information, right? Edgeful is the info that you would find if you were backtesting on a standard candlestick chart, just presented quickly and streamlined and in an easy to read and interpret way. Bookmap is level 2 order flow data. It's not, technically available right here. You can run a depth of market, maybe that's fine for you. You don't want Bookmap. You just want to run depth of market with, level 2 data from whoever you like, from your broker or whatever it is. That's cool. Bookmap's heat map makes that really, really easy to read, in my humble opinion. My humble biased opinion, since I'm partnered with both of them and I stand to make money talking about them, which is important to note. But again, I talk about being able to sell out a whole long time ago. I could sell my soul to the devil, or I had the opportunity to do plenty of times in my life. And I've made some wrong choices and steps along the way in the past, not trading related, but if I wanted to just be a complete sellout, I would have partnered with Forex HFT prop firms, became an affiliate, made my own prop firm, sold the bot that I had that worked to pass the absolute scam accounts, and taking money from the people, begging me to take money from them. But I don't think that's helpful. I don't think that's very helpful to anybody that's trying to get into trading. I don't think it would help you in the long run, and I don't have an interest in making a quick buck like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here grinding every day for free on YouTube with you guys, hanging out, working with guys one-on-one in my one paid coaching program that I spend upwards of 50 hours a month working with guys. Yeah, I'm staring at the chart now because I'm just looking to see if we're going to break to the upside. Looking to see if we want to crack this thing to the upside. But if you guys got questions, feel free, ask away in the chat. Trading questions welcome. Hop in the free Discord. Maybe donate to one of these two awesome charities, and win a combine. You guys got great odds. I do not have a huge following, and you can donate less than the price of a TopstepX account. Maybe you throw $5 in there, and you get 5 entries. So far, nobody has donated since I posted this a few hours ago. And you would be guaranteed a spot as of right now to get one of multiple that I'm going to give away. So just throwing that out there. Totally up to you. No pressure. We're getting some volume traded up here. That is Bookmap yapping away at me. Let me see what the settings were to filter that. Yeah, choppy consolidation, guys. Right now, gun to my head, I'm going long. I don't like it as much now that we failed to get above on this little crack up. But this is just choppy, consolidating, sideways movement. Bearish at the open, bearish on the news. Failure to move lower. Turn on a dime down here after testing this support level multiple times. Push to the upside, very, very tight, nice trend up here all the way with some nice force to crack above. Overnight high, prior day high, 15-minute opening range, high, and initial balance high, and now chop. That's how I am describing this. Sideways consolidation area. Again, gun to my head, which I never have, sitting in my room, and hopefully don't have in the future. I'm looking long on this, but right now it would just be long out of consolidation. I will take trades like that aggressively. You saw this one from down here, but this was really within this downtrend structure, right? Downtrend, pull back up, selling force coming down, little bit of consolidation, but really we're kind of drifting lower tightly, and I see a lot of momentum, a lot of trading coming in, volume. I'm selling into that, looking for a break of the lows. This type of just big back and forth choppiness that you can see kind of overlapping candles, maybe on the 5-minute or the 15-minute, really overlapping candles right there. That's not so much like a pullback and a continuation. That's now consolidation. So I'm going to hang out. And hopefully I get a trading opportunity here with you guys. I'm getting pretty tired, and I'm sure you are too, of getting no trade sessions on these YouTube lives. So I'm gonna look to trade. What would do it for me right out of this zone? I would take it long. If we just crack up, I'd probably take the breakout right out of here. Stop loss below the lows. Wouldn't be a super tightly structured trade, or maybe if we had something else for him, like we pushed up from here, maybe a stop loss down around here would be okay. Obviously down here would be safest with a crack up, but I don't know. Maybe we just rotate in. I don't love that trade because I think we could see something like this. Could easily pull a wick up above there before we rotate back down in. 1:25 p.m. Eastern, we'll hang out. We'll see. We'll see what ES has for us. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Looking at liquidity at 82. The liquidity I see at 82, I'm reading a comment from Matt in the chat. I see this as this algorithmic type of liquidity, or at least it's overlapping right now. Maybe there's some real stuff underneath that, but the way that I'm viewing, this is that's kind of the algos, the liquidity bands that seem to track ES. The largest, it's not a lot, but the stack that I see is down below, at that 72.5-ish level. It's kind of the middle of it. Down here, right around VWAP, below 15-minute opening range low. Yeah, there's probably something under there around 82. We shall see. There's a whole nother setup for Bookmap that can help remove this algorithmic bot liquidity. I just haven't played with it yet. I think it's called TradeMap Pro. But I have access to it, and I will mess with that at a certain point. Yeah, I've been there all summer. Makes Bookmap harder to read. Yeah, man. I've really only been messing with Bookmap with that stuff on. Maybe I had a little bit of time before those algos got flipped on. But it's not fun. It's annoying. I think ES Bookmap is really nice because it moves slowly enough where you can watch the levels come on and see what happens when it gets there. I've watched NQ a couple times, and it's just so fast that it can be really hard to read a DOM. But that does not make it easier on Bookmap. The tool that I'm going to play with is called Trader Map Pro. They have this filter that recognizes that algorithmic liquidity in some form or another and is able to start to remove it from the chart. I just haven't messed with that yet because it's a complete new like workspace. I think it copies it, and I'm playing with some other tools, these audible alerts. So I'll mess with that. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Perfect entry on that dip. Currently up 25 ticks. Very nice. Very nice. I read this one late, my man. I read this one late, so I don't know exactly how I would manage this one. If you were in short down here and you were up, I probably would leave stop loss right down where it is. If you moved into profit at this point, price is failing to break higher, I'd probably be at stop loss to break even. I don't know that I'd want to let it come all the way down on me and stop me out after being in profit that much, although in certain cases I don't mind letting stop loss. Got in at 57.82. Beautiful, man. What an entry. 57.82 flat. You bottom ticked it. Yeah, I'd be stop loss to break even at this point. You know, I probably wouldn't be taking anything off because I'd be anticipating to break up. You know, we got a little bit of a double bottom here. We're failing to put a high in. Does this look like we want to continue? I personally would probably be out at break even, leaving another bullet in the chamber to try this thing long again. That would be my thought process. I think other guys would say, nope, that's a fine trade. You got a beautiful entry. You're not going to get another entry like that. You know, you want your stop loss. You want your stop loss farther down. Maybe you could run it pretty tight. But there's more than one way to do it, man. For me, with that type of beautiful entry, you ran a 16 tick stop loss. Yeah, depending if you got in over here, that might have been enough to take the trade off. You know, that's a nice risk to reward right there. If you're looking to capture a big move, a 16 tick stop loss is somewhat tight on this price action, but I'd probably be some off at this point in the middle of this zone. You caught the bottom. I'd probably be some off around a 1-to-1. You know, secure half profit there maybe, and let the rest ride with a stop at break even. Not a bad way to do it, but nice trade, man. Very beautiful trade. Would you look to short here with the cheap trade? Selling your soul to the devil. Don't go down to Georgia. Yeah, man. It's not a bad cheap trade, right? Like if you were playing this for the rotation back down in, you felt like we were likely to break this. We consolidated. You know, buyers had time to take this thing higher. They're failing repeatedly, and you know your system is going to call for a short towards the top of this range. I don't think it's bad. Personally, I don't like it. It's just not my setup. I'm not trying to buy the lows and trying to sell near the highs, although that would have played pretty nicely here. I'm looking more for extension. I'm reading the trend, and I'm trading along with that. I recognize that we're finding resistance here, and this isn't looking fantastic one way or the other, kind of directionless, unless you're my man who got a beautiful entry right down here at 82. So I would kind of just be the wait and see, right? Are we going to break out to the downside? You know, your option number one would be to sell the breakout or sell from the three options, right? One would be to sell from here, you know, stop loss just above. If it cracks to the upside, you're wrong. You know, you catch a better entry and you have a lower probability trade because you're selling in the middle of the zone. Entry number two would be to sell the breakout, right? Maybe stop loss right above. You're selling right down below the lows as soon as you start to break. Option number three, even more conservative. If you were going to wait for it, you know, maybe look to short a break and retest. You can go maybe with an entry in the zone if it does pull back up. Something like that would be a little bit more aggressive, at least on the entry side. Much less aggressive would be waiting for break and retest, as we continue lower, and then maybe selling the break of that, continuation to the downside. Highest probability trade as far as continuation right away in your favor, but even that is kind of subjective because now you have a way worse entry, way worse stop loss unless you ran it way up there. So just different styles of trading, market structure. But that's kind of how I would look at some different options. Short or long within the area of consolidation. Short or long towards the top or the bottom, anticipating a breakout in that direction, or just looking for a better entry the way my man was down here, waiting for it to come down low and buy. Wait for the breakout, the actual break above or below, and hit the sell or buy button. Wait for a break and retest. And then on that break and retest, you can decide, I think it's going to go long now. I'm going to wait for a break. I'm going to wait for a retest. Do I want to enter down here with a stop loss down below this level? Do I want to wait for it to continue back up, enter over here? Do I want to be really conservative, wait for, more trend to develop and more structure and be trading, along with that? No wrong way to do it. More aggressive, less aggressive, different ways that you would need to manage risk, different types of trades, those are. But those are some thoughts. How far in the past, I'm going back up. You can see better. Yeah. How far in the past do you consider data to be relevant? I don't have a set time that I consider data to be relevant or irrelevant. For me, in general, with the US indices, with ES here, this is MES, I zoom out on the 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour chart, maybe even the daily, and take a look at those levels. Where were important highs and lows put in? What does the structure look like from a much more zoomed out view? And then when I zoom in, I'm mainly paying attention to recent data, yesterday's high and low, overnight high and low, and then the current range data, 15-minute opening range, high and low, initial balance, high and low, along with, VWAPs from that session or just the standard session VWAP. I will utilize, past data for, zones above and below price. You can see I have some, discretionary levels that when we get down below price, this is on the 5-minute chart, that I want as structure. If we do start to aggressively sell off or aggressively push to the upside, those can be helpful. So I don't really have a limit where I say, this amount of time is my cutoff.
Absorption sellers at 57.89.
Got Bookmap telling me we got some volume being traded here.
Absorption buyers at 5,788.25. Price 5,788.25. Side.
Yeah, man, kind of stuck in this range. I'm interested to see if we break. I think for me on a day like this, it is no, it's not. It's not tough to buy up here. I'll get caught buying the high. I don't mind that. I'll take the hard trade. This is just chop. So again, my style is really to not enter in this. I'll enter in this stuff as we're continuing up, or we pull back, and maybe I say, okay, that's enough of the pullback that we're going to get. I'm going to wait till we start to push to the upside, look for a long entry for a breakout. This is more, we had a trend to the upside. We pulled back. I should be looking long here. Maybe we pulled back and I'm looking long here as we're breaking to the upside after retesting again. this now is really just choppy. If I was in a trade here, anywhere in the middle of this zone, at the top, I wouldn't be too happy. So I don't like guessing on direction. You are always guessing to a degree, but I like the market to be showing me its hand. And we haven't gotten that. I haven't gotten that recently, and we're not getting it right now. I'll tell you that much. Man, yeah, a lot of break even, a lot of back and forth, small wins, small losses. That has been the nature of my my XFA trading in the morning, and then here in the afternoon with you guys on combines as well. No trade or back and forth, which is fine, right? Like, kept myself out of a lot of losing trades over the last couple weeks. Happy about not being impatient, but yeah, it can get tough. It can get a little bit slow for us here. Again, only real thing I'm seeing on Bookmap that I'm spotting as like live liquidity, that's not this algorithmic band that seems to track it. We got some that pops up above and below quickly. Yeah, 72, it's pretty light, and it actually looks like it started to lighten up even more. Yeah, it did. Yeah, I think we got some up above, and I think if we get there, we might pop. No, that's kind of choppy too. All right, we'll hang out. All we can do. If you guys got questions, feel free. Ask in the chat. Hop in the free Discord. I'm giving away multiple Top Step 50K combines for charity. Every dollar donated to one of two awesome charities, you get an entry to win multiple Top Step 50K combines. You can get a free entry just by reposting that video on Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube. Feel free to do that, man. Help yourself out with a combine. Help some other people out by donating to charity. Help Top Step out. Help me out. Nice mutually beneficial one. And again, if you're not in the free Discord, I'm live here almost every day on YouTube, trading for free, giving you my strategy, answering questions, showing you the tools that I use. You get my analysis every morning with my charts, my levels. You get news. I say, hey, 10 a.m., we got some consumer confidence at Red Folder news event. You probably don't want to have a trade on going into that. I answer questions there, usually with a voice message and some details on whatever that I can help with. And a whole bunch of my trades, trade reviews, the breakdowns from my morning session, the good, the bad, the back and forth BS that we've seen. Somebody posted one that really made me laugh yesterday. I'm gonna see if I could pull this up in a different. Oh man, let me see if you can see this. He goes. Every other YouTube streamer nowadays, I must say, Zach is the most honest live trader you can follow on YouTube. Never seen someone showing the other side of the journey with such honesty. Because I was on here showing like 3 losing trades from the morning that I wasn't on stream taking. He posts this one, which I thought was hysterical. Say the line, I made it all back off stream. And they all cheer. Funny, man. Funny stuff. No, man, but you'll get the reality. You'll get the losses along with the wins, right? And if I'm gonna press accounts, if I'm gonna really aggressively trade combines, knowing that I will probably blow multiple on the way to passing one, or I'm gonna get really aggressive in XFAs, I'll let you know about that. I talk about the risk management where I think other guys probably should. It's cool to show the $10,000 or $50,000 day copy trading across XFAs, but I think it'd be cool if you said you reset it 100 times. And I think a lot of guys do. You know, don't get me wrong. There's guys out there that totally do. They talk about that part, which is important. Just for expectations. Choppy, man. Choppy sideways price action. Choppy, choppy, choppy. That's what I got here. Someone else sent me this one. It wasn't in Discord, but I'm going to see if I can find this real quick. Not to get too off track. Let me see if I can find this. It's the scene from Wolf of Wall Street where they're talking about going hold on, let me play this. They're talking about going through Chop or something like that. He goes, Chop, you don't know shit about Chop. I'll chop your credit card. Let's see if we can play this.
Okay?
Monaco, right.
We're going to Monaco, so then we can drive to Switzerland so they don't stamp off Monaco, take a 3 fucking
Into some chop.
chop.
I want to let you know that we might run into some chop.
Chop. We could fucking handle chop, right? I mean, it's a 170-foot yacht.
No, we're not going anywhere unless he says it's safe, all right?
It's
Don't
safe.
worry about
It's
the
safe.
chop. You don't know shit about chop.
Oh, really? And you do? You're a fucking expert on
I'll
this.
chop your fucking credit cards out. How about that?
Chop.
Oh man, the next scene is them like in big huge waves and like they're all like begging for their lives. Someone sent that to me though because I was saying chop a lot. He wrote, Chop, you don't know shit about Chop, I'll chop your credit card. Oh god, fun stuff, guys, fun stuff while we're hanging out watching this choppy market. There it is again. Again, guys, not a whole lot, man. I'm looking at long. Maybe we try it out of the range. That's what my gut instinct is telling me. I'd like to take the breakout to the upside. If it's going to melt, I'll let it melt first. Let me just double check we don't have anything coming up news wise either. No, not really. No, not too much. That's pretty much it for the day. That consumer confidence. 4 p.m. we got a FOMC. No, that's tomorrow. New home sales at 10. Here's my favorite news site. Here was consumer confidence. This is forexfactory.com. Simple financial news site. You can utilize Financial Juice. You can use my FX book. There's other ones out there. There's tons. You can tell that I started in Forex. Simple gives you orange folder would be medium impact. Yellow folder would be low impact. Red folder would be high impact. Here was consumer confidence today. You should probably pay attention to that. We want to know. We have a news event coming out at that time. Even if we're not going to try to interpret what's going to happen or anticipate it, you could be aware of this type of volatility. You know, this big news candle right here at 10 a.m. Man. That's what I'm looking at, boys. Mike Z, what's up? What's going on, guys? Welcome to the show. Everybody else here, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Feel free, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Donate a couple bucks to charity, directly to the charity, and maybe I'll give you a free combine. That's what I got going on. Link up at the top, the pinned one, gives you access to the free Discord where I've got all the details posted on that. You can repost the video to Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Get a free entry, man. Help a charity out. Help yourself out. Help Top Step out. Help me out. Nice mutually beneficial deal there. Watching this choppy market, Mike. That's what we got going on, man. Back and forth on the day. Bearish at the open, bearish on news, V-shaped recovery, choppy market now. That's what I'm looking at. Nice. Day number 5, $200, locked in and locked out. I love it, man. Beautiful. Love to hear it. That is awesome. I have been back and forth on XFAs. Trading one at a time. A whopping $28. Is that what I said today? What was it? $24? $21? $21.81. That was my P&L number for the day, my XFA. In the market, ready for the opportunity, ready for the move, preserving capital through conditions that are just not agreeing. That's all you can do. On another day, on review, on another day, maybe I'm aggressively getting long down here. Maybe. I'm not catching any move back up here. I'm not, longing down here. I think that's a bold move to do as we're breaking out to the downside. Up here, maybe I capture some of this drift to the upside. This would have been the perfect spot as we break above New York anchored VWAP and session VWAP. The issue for me on this type of structure is there's just not a lot of structure. Here's what it looks like on a 5-minute chart. You can jump in right here at the close of this candle, right here as we crack above everything. Stop loss, maybe just down below here. That would have played pretty nicely today. I'm looking for a pullback. I'm really looking for a pullback. Had we pulled something like this and then continued, and not even to get in on a better price. Like, I don't care about that. Just give me a way to structure risk. Give me an invalidation point. On this type of structure, my thesis is that we're going to go up, and we cracked, session VWAP and New York anchored VWAP and the standard session VWAP. Where's my invalidation point on this? Below session lows, like 80 ticks lower? No, maybe down below a prior bar low, maybe down below here. I think we could have easily retested this area very, very simply. Here's the highs that we found so much resistance at before cracking to the upside. Nice pullback down, I think, is reasonable. This little pullback on the tick chart, that could have been enough for you, but not really for me after we're breaking above here. So, again, maybe on another day I'm aggressively getting long. I'm starting to long these to the upside. That's about the only other trade I could see so far. Nothing short right before news. Not shorting the 15-minute opening range breakout. Wasn't set up for a long today, especially after news. So, honestly, if anything, I really think I'm probably taking an L on another day. I'll go back and show you guys my trades from this morning if you hopped on late. Short here, stop at break even. Short here, stop to break even. On another day, I'm probably taking a loss on this one. There's my transparency, my honesty. This I managed tightly. Again, watching Bookmap really closely, watching us find support here multiple times. This is an aggressive breakout to the downside type of trade. I don't want this to come back against me. I jumped right into that momentum, moved in my direction. Now we're going to chop back and forth without continuing to the downside. Didn't let that thing run against me. On another day, I want to leave my invalidation level up here. I want to allow it to retest, this area overnight low and continue lower, and I end up taking a full stop. So, but both of these I like. I'm taking these trades any day, right? We're bearish at the open, bearish on news. We pull back, we continue lower. We're bouncing against this low. We're putting lows in. I'm selling down here. I'm selling for the quick breakout to the downside. Plenty of opportunity to run, easy opportunity to grab a 1-to-1 on these, and hold for a larger move. Just didn't play. Did not play. On another day, those play for me. Can I just hit back and they go away? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, again, long up here, but that's tough. That's tough to work with, in my humble opinion. long right around there. Stop loss just arbitrarily at the highs where you would want to enter on a break and retest. Maybe. So no mistrade for me, really. And so far, choppiness. Trading this range so far would have worked out pretty good if you're a range trader. Maybe you're just getting long at the lows, getting short at the top. That's working out for you. The more this goes on, the less and less I feel confident taking a long or a short. Less and less direction. More and more chop. My man says, sorry, I had to step away for a meeting. Still holding. 57.82 at 1 p.m. Sold half for 1-to-1. Beautiful. Beautiful. Stop loss is currently break even plus 2 ticks. Very nice, man. Locked in. You're in a risk-free trade. If that thing pops to the upside, you have an opportunity to grab it. You already grabbed, half of your risk back. Beautiful, man. Nice way to do it. Love to hear it. Watching Bookmap over here to the side. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy screaming at me. But if you guys are still here, hanging with me, we'll see, man. We'll see if we can't grab something. Back and forth, back up and down. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know about this one, guys. Let's do this. Let's go to the classic poll. Nice, Mike. Yeah, no, awesome, man. You locked in your eligibility for a payout. That's awesome. We got a poll up, man. Let me know if your team long America or short it to zero. I'm interested. Maybe we throw one micro on here. Maybe I don't take into consideration the results of the poll, like I haven't in the past, and we throw one micro trade on here because we can't find a good trade and we're just sitting around choppy consolidation. So go ahead, guys, vote in that poll. Let me know what you think. Interested to hear. Let's get the chat involved. And what is the difference between range trading and scalping? Range trading, the way that I'm discussing it, when I said, if you were a range trader, you probably did well, is you would really be looking for a range versus a trend to trade. A range trader is going to look for structure that is, designated as a range, and they're going to be looked to selling as price is coming up into that range. Maybe they're going to have a stop loss up here somewhere below because they're anticipating that range to continue. They're going to be buying down here somewhere around the bottom, maybe buying as we come back down in with limit order or something like that. Stop loss below, and they're going to look for that range to continue. Trading a trend, with the trend or utilizing market structure in that way, typically you are looking for a continuation of that trend. You're going to be looking for breaks and retests, higher highs, lower highs, higher highs, higher lows for an uptrend, continuing to the upside. Scalping versus day trading, versus swing trading is kind of just a time frame thing. Somebody asked that, I think, the other day. And I think it's just semantics. Maybe scalping, you're taking higher frequency trades, holding trades for seconds to minutes. Intraday trading, standard day trading, maybe it's minutes to hours type of a deal. a little bit lower frequency than swing trading, position trading, investing. All of that would be longer, even longer time frame. Let's see, 75% long America, 25% shorted to zero. Interesting. What's up, bro? Some requested a song. I will check that out. I had to Google what that was before I even responded to it. I will check that out after I hop off the stream. And maybe we can get a song request going in here. Long America, 78%. You guys are heavy on the longs, huh? We're going to run these highs? What do we think about a long from down here on a 1 micro? Stop loss down below the lows. We run it fairly wide. We give ourselves 6 points or so. Maybe even a little bit further. Maybe we run like 30 ticks, and we are anticipating a move to the upside. I could go with something like that. I think that looks okay. Couple more votes, guys. Go ahead. Vote in the poll. Maybe, just maybe, I throw a 1 micro on here. Long America from down here in the range, huh? Let's see. Long America, 80%. All right. You guys asked for it. I don't know. We got some volume right here. We're trying to crack this low. Let's throw the 1 micro on, boys and girls. We are long. We are long America. We're going to throw 1 micro on there. I think that's reasonable for a stop, right? Like, we're wrong if it comes down here. We'll run this one pretty damn wide. I think a target way up here near overnight high would be reasonable. Something along those lines. We have to come lower than these lows. I think we're wrong. We got to come this much lower than these lows. I think we're definitely wrong. So again, not taking into consideration the chat on this one. I think I have to make another note. Oh, guys, Long America, what happened?
Sweep sellers at 57.83.
Oh, we got some volume being traded. We got volume being traded. Chat, what happened? Why are we selling off? Let's see. Let's see where we go from here, guys. Nobody changed their votes. Well, wait a minute. How do we get to 64%? Nobody changed their votes. I got to figure out
Absorption sellers at 57.84. Sweep buyers at 5,784.25.
This is funny, dude. The poll went from 80% Long America down to 64. Did more people vote? 60%, even more. I wonder if you could change the vote. That's funny. That's really funny. Because I'm here now. What's up, Dre? The master reversal trader. Hopped in short, huh? 1 hour shows uptrend, but it's losing steam. Yeah, beginning to see lower highs in the 1 minute chart. Yeah, man. We jumped in for a long on the chat. Let's start a new one. 56%. Oh, man. No, not able to change the vote. All right, more people. We're gonna redo this. Let's do this one. All right, with the new info that's printed. With the new info that's printed, guys, what do we think? Do we think long or short for the 1 micro trade that I'm not taking into consideration your answers and that this is not financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor? I'm just an idiot on YouTube. Nothing I say or do should be taken as a recommendation or suggestion to do anything. Make sure you read the full disclaimer that was displayed at the beginning of this video and in the description and on my site, realdealfutures.com. Let me know what you think. Short. Oh, man. You guys are flip-floppers here. You're never going to make it, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on, vote. Let's go. We got 30 people in here. I'll start the top step reversal challenge. All right, here's the deal. I'll let everybody vote. If we end up heavy on the short side, I'm closing it, let's say, at 12 votes. Let's see if I can get to 12 votes. If we end up heavier on the short side, I'll close it out. The chat will have something to say about this one. And I'm not taking that into consideration. So I technically won't close it out based on the results of this chat poll. Uh-oh. Short. What do we got? Short 62%. You guys think so? Do we still think short? Even with this pushback up? If you guys say so. If you guys say so. Long. I voted short. But just took a long at the bottom of the range. Well, no, we're long America in these parts. Long. Oh, man. Oh, you guys are back and forth. The chat can't make up their mind. It's too much pressure. It's 57% short now. It's flip-flopping. We got 14 votes. They don't know which way it's going to go. What do we think about break even? Can we vote on break even? Do we think it's a good idea to go break even from down here? I'm going to leave this one on for you guys. We'll see what we get from here. Matt made me grinding on yesterday's high on chop. Yes, I agree with that, man. We're having fun. This is a whole bunch of chop. This is nothing. Back and forth, choppiness right up here. Really no direction. Failing to move higher, failing to go lower. I think we could just as easily rotate back down into the range as we could crack to the upside and break these highs. So fun to get your guys' insight. It doesn't sound too clear right now. I will tell you that, chat. Not too agreed on a direction here, but we're stalled out at the top. I would have voted long a lot on this one, but this is just indecisive back and forth. Average down. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Where are we at on time? An hour and 15. Yeah, we'll have to clip this one short pretty soon, guys. Poll says dead 50-50. 50-50. Let the record show at 16 votes, you guys are dead split down the middle. Take the dollar and profit. Let's go join ask and we'll
order filled.
There we go. We'll grab $1.76 on this one. Big money, guys. Big money. $1.76 in a 50K combine. That was fun. We'll see next time if you guys can make your mind up on the direction that we're gonna go. So now we're short. Now we're long. Now we're short. Should we run one more? I don't know. I have fun with these. You can almost buy a McDonald's ice cream cone. Almost. I appreciate you guys voting in that and jumping in. Yeah, choppy back and forth. Again, for me, no real trade setup, right? If we look at this, it's subjective. It's our subjective interpretation. But, what do I have here realistically, guys? Bearish open. Bearish on this news. Crack down below the lows. I'm getting short down here. Stopped at break even multiple times. I'm not looking to get long until we get way back up here. No real levels to trade off of. Nothing great to structure a trade. Like I said, maybe on another day I'm taking a long here and winning. Most likely on another day, on that second short, I'm not getting out for, profit the way that I did. And now we just got chop around these highs, right around 15-minute prior day and initial balance. Struggling to go lower, struggling to go higher. I would be, if I was going to sit here and trade for the next, 2 hours into power hour, I'd really be looking for something along these lines. Break of these lows. Or continuation to the upside. This is me looking at these as some highs and this area as the lows. In this pretty clear, obvious range that we have on right here, guys. So that would be my game plan if I was really actually going to get something out of this. Again, going long or short in the middle of this or towards the top of the bottom is going to be a more aggressive, better entry, maybe lower probability because you're not waiting for, direction outside of this. You're going to use direction of the day or, much higher time frame direction to say, we're bullish. So I'm looking for a long. I think we're going to crack these. We're going to crack these highs and we're going to run, which may happen, but give myself the time to trade and that's it. We got a 1 micro trade on. We made a whole whopping $1.76. Great job, guys. I want more clarity out of you next time, chat. We want clear, decisive actions for these chat trades. But on that note, guys, giving away multiple Top Step 50K combines for charity. You can donate, and for every $1 you donate to one of 2 awesome charities, you get an entry to win one of multiple. You can get a free entry by reposting it to Twitter, reposting the video that I put out this morning to Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube. Help yourself out, help charities out, help Top Step out, help me out. Mutually beneficial on this one. Hop in the free Discord, even if you don't want to do any of that. I'm live on here trading on YouTube almost every day for free. I answer questions. I give you my charts, my levels, my analysis, news alerts, everything that goes into my strategy, just about everything. And if you're looking to work with someone one-on-one in a real one-on-one custom coaching environment, I do that as well. That's my one paid program. Don't get scammed. I don't do anything with crypto. I don't do anything on TikTok or LinkedIn or Facebook. I'm verified on everywhere but here, where you need to have a certain amount of subscribers to try to help you guys out. I'm paying Zuckerberg and Elon money so you don't get scammed. Try not to get scammed, guys. But on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. Decisive full port long. All right. You said it. I appreciate you guys being here. Hit likes, hit subscribe. It helps me out. If not, free means free. You don't have to do anything. Thanks again for jumping on. It's only Tuesday. Another not as choppy day, but interesting price action, interesting structure type of day. Let's see what the rest of the week has for us. I'll be back on here live in the middle of the day, 12:30.
Absorption buyers at 57.84.
All right, Bookmap. Maybe we break to the downside here. Let's see. I'll be back on here about 12:30 every day, live for free. We'll be happy to have you guys on here. Happy to have you in Discord. Talk to you guys soon. Have an awesome rest of the day. Be easy.